All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Hawashai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yesharada that rule well. And salutations to you, Akim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. And I didn't really have a topic. This was more of a just push the button type thing. So it's going to be more of an open forum and whatever the Spirit tells me to talk about. Because in reality, there's there's so many things we could go into. You know, I mean, especially now with the prophecies, manifesting the current events and all that. And of course, you could always go back to the milk and and all that. So there's always something that we could talk about. You know, and all we have to do is apply. All we have to do is apply, and if we really feel that low, that down, that we can't, hey, pray. You know, pray to the Lord to give you more inspiration, more motivation, more ideas, more, so you could do lessons, man. Cause right now we're in the time where we have to be, you know, preach the word more than ever. You know, we were giving a blessing from Yahweh Bashim Shai, so we can't just put it away, or just let it sit. No, we have the word of Yahweh Bashim Shai. So what do? We teach it. We make the best out of it. However we can. Like I said, there's always something we could do a lesson on. You know, if you say that there's not and you can't, then it's either you're fucking around, or you know you're just being wicked. Cause hey man, I remember when before the 3 videos a week was even in order. I remember when when I felt I couldn't do lessons, right? And then the three a week came, and boom, I was like, okay, well, damn. I still felt like I couldn't do lessons, but yet because it was an order, I just went for it and trusted in the Lord, and I was able to do 3. Then boom, the 7 a week, 7 videos a week. I was like, damn, that's even harder. But what I didn't give up. And I went through it, and I trusted in the Lord, and the Lord always gave me something to talk about. So it's really about applying, and and especially the times that we're in now. That's what we have to do. We have to preach this word, especially in the times that we're in, man. You know, more and more, just like in the time of Acts, more and more newcomers and converts came towards the end. So if you don't have anything on current events or prophecies are manifesting, which you should, then hey, go back to the basics. The new converts have to be edified. And the basics is really one of the most important things to know in the scriptures. Really, with just that, you could cut anybody, man, and you don't need to know nothing else. You know, hey, Paul, he said, "What? I only know Yahweh Shai and Him crucified." So it doesn't matter about being deep and all that. Just whatever you know, and if you know something, teach it. Somebody out there, whether a brother or a new convert, is gonna get edified, man. Teach this word. 2 Timothy 4:2. Preach the word, right? Preach the word. Oh, you know what? Let me start at once, Salakia. I charge thee therefore before Yahweh and the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So in other words, I command you, right? Who shall judge the quick and the dead at the appearing of his kingdom. So what does he command us? Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So in other words, just preach the word no matter what, in season and out of season, whether it's convenient or not convenient. Whether whether you feel like it's convenient or not. Point is, preach it. Don't use any excuse why you can't do a video or none of that, or you're tired or look. A 5 minute lesson could be more edifying than an hour lesson. So just preach the word. Whatever you know, preach the word. Do a lesson of why women need to have their head covered. You know? Do a lesson of who the real Israelites are. Do a lesson who Esau Edom is today. Do a lesson of why we wear fringes. Do a lesson on you know, shit, where tortillas come from, or what tortillas are according to the scriptures. Unleavened bread. Plenty of topics, man. Plenty of topics. Just do it in season or out of season. Don't make any excuse, man. If you're not doing lessons, if you're not doing any of that, you in all honesty, you're fucking around. And the spirit is not dealing with you, man. Because if the spirit is dealing with you, what would happen? You would always have something to go into. This is John 7:38. It says, "He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water." And if you really believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai and you're in this in truth and in sincerity, you're going to be studying and watching videos and breaking bread and all that. And what? Because you're doing that, your belly, meaning your mind, is going to flow what? Waters of living water. Rivers of living water. Meaning you're always going to be in tune with the spirit, and you're always going to always going to have something to say, man. Because it's full. Your mind is full and nothing but the words of the Lord. You see? So if it is that you are lacking or you can't really think of it, like I said, pray first and foremost, and start reading more. Start watching more videos, start hanging out more with brothers. All of that, helps you to be more on point in having topics when it comes for you to doing a lesson. You see? Hey, watch the news. Hey, social media as well. If hey, all things are double, a spiritual man judges all things. Even being on social media was what Jake likes to do. Even that, if you're spiritual and you're the spirit, there's plenty of lessons that come out of that. Just based on the stupidity that people post, the videos and the stupid shit that people be doing, all of that. Anything can be a lesson, man. You see? So don't make excuses. Don't. Hey, right now it should be the last. That should be the least of our problems, man. Based on how much the prophecies are manifesting themselves, how quickly they are, man, and current events and all that's happening, it should be the least of our problems now. But something that happens, and that's why I'm giving advice and exhortation on the steps we could take whenever we get this feeling, so like that we could stay on point and have topics, This is verse 7. This is like in Matthew 10:7. "And as ye go, preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils." And we do that now spiritually. Soon physically, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Lord willing, we're the elect and all that number. But right now we're doing it spiritually. When we preach the word, we heal the sick, we cleanse the lepers, we raise the dead, and cast out devils. We cast out those demons. We rescue you up out of the dead state that you're in. All that, It says, freely ye have received and freely give. So that's what we have to do, man. We have to preach the word, heal whoever needs healing, you know, cleanse whoever needs cleansing, raise the dead, all that, man. Freely, without, you know, asking for money or anything, but freely and willingly, man. This is a commandment from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We have to preach this word. And we have to also go outside in the highways and the byways. You know? Yeah, preaching it with videos is cool, but hey, we have to go outside in the highways and the byways. You know? That's part of the doctrine too. You know? How many times? Hey, that's up to you, however the Spirit tells you. But hey, usually brothers do it once a week, maybe twice. Point is that's something that we have to do as well. You know? And ultimately that really shows your faith when you're out there, man, because you're out there, you're against the elements, you're against demons. People will come at you with weird questions, and you know so that's part of preaching the word too. It ain't just standing inside your house comfortably and doing this, man. That's part of it, but that's not all of it. you know this is Isaiah 55:1. It says, ho, everyone that thirsted, come ye to the waters, and he that had no money, come ye buy and eat. Yeah, come buy wine and milk without money, and without without money and without price. Now, this isn't the one I wanted, but um, let me see. No, this isn't the one I wanted. I might have been wording it wrong. I'm gonna get this one instead. This is 1 Corinthians 9. And 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. You see? So we have to preach the gospel, man. That's part of our job. Part of it being an Israelite. In these times, if the Lord blessed you with, or blessed you with the understanding of these scriptures, then you have to preach it. If not, that means what? Destruction unto you, because then now the Lord is giving you this blessing and you're not using it. You're like despising, like, I don't care about this. No, you're gonna get destroyed for that. The Lord wants you to preach His word. You understanding that means the Lord wants you to go out and do something with it. He's not giving you this understanding just so you could look cool and smart. No, He's doing it so you could what? Like we said, cleanse the lepers, wake up our people, all that. You know? It's necessary for us to do this, man. We can't just be hearers and just know. No, we have to preach, man. It says, and not just preach. This is for, if I do this willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. You see? Not just preach it, but preach it willingly, wanting to do it. We should delight in this, man. We should be amped up every time on Saturday, or every time we go out in the highways and the byways, or do a video, every time we do them, we should really be, feel honored and be excited to do it, you know? Because the Lord knows if you're looking at this as like, I guess I have, well, no, you do that, the Lord is not gonna, delight in it. We have to preach it, and we have to preach it willingly, man. And there's not a problem prayer cannot fix. You feel like you're lacking motivation, you feel like you're not doing it willingly, then pray to Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, you know, to take away that spirit from you, and give you a spirit that you'll delight in doing this, that you'll willingly do it without any, you know, salakia, without any feeling of like, I gotta do this again, you know. Okay, this is Romans 10 and 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? You see? The harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. There's plenty of work out here to do, man. And how are we going to get the work done without a preacher? We have to preach. You know how big the nation of Israel is? We don't just have to convert, we also have to condemn. So that when the Lord comes back, what? He could be fully justified in doing what he's doing. You see? So how can they do it if nobody's preaching? We have to preach, man. Hey, the scriptures even say prophesy to the wind. Meaning even if motherfuckers are not hearing you, just prophesy, man. Do this work. Don't be lukewarm. If the order is 7 videos a week, try to do 8, 9, 10. It's not hard. It's not hard if you really put your mind to it. It's not hard if you're doing this willingly. You'll have lessons back to back, back to back, back to back. You have the rivers of living water. You know? You know? Verse 15, and how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. You see? So, there you go, man. We have to preach the word of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, no matter what, man. We can't leave it in the back burner, none of that. No, we have to do it. This is part of our heritage. The scriptures say that he that knew his master's will and did not according to it shall receive many stripes. You see? And like I said, I gave examples and things that we could do in order for us to be able to be more on point when it comes to picking topics. Read more. Hang out more with brothers. Watch videos. All that helps in you being able to preach the word of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. Hey, pray. Hey, and sometimes it could be exactly like this lesson. I did not have any of these precepts lined up. I did not know what the fuck I was going to talk about, but I just said, what? Let me just press the button. Sometimes you got to do that, and let the Spirit guide. But the point is what? Preach no matter what. 5-minute video, cool. An hour, hey, that's cool too. Just preach, man. Don't make excuses, you know, because the closer and closer we get, there's less and less of an excuse you could use of why you couldn't preach. These prophecies are manifesting rapidly, man. You know. So with that, hopefully you, bro, were edified. I'm gonna end it by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahawashai, Ba'ashim Rakakwarash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yasharala that rule well, and salutations to you Akim out there in the highways and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom, Abba.